So I keep forgetting to talk about the dream I had this morning. So I'm still debating as to whether or not it'll be put in this video, since it's so short, or if it'll just be put in my sale portion. Journal vlog. Nonetheless, notwithstanding, dreams are not real, and yet I've encountered Mormons who believe dreams are real because the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints turned the visionary accounts of Joseph Smith into literal history, not just the visionary account of the Book of Mormon and the Bible into literal history, like Christians did to the Bible. And so there are Mormons who literally believe that if somebody visits them in their dream, that it's an actual physical, spiritual experience in which a person leaves their body and is communicating with that other person, whether they are dead in the spirit world or if they are alive and clear across town or the world, that they actually believe it's real. And so as Sigmund Freud, who attempted to make psychology a real science, claimed, hilariously, that sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Nonetheless, I have to explain this because otherwise people, get weird. Like when I talk about having seen Jesus in my dreams. It's as bad as when I tell people I deciphered Paleo-Hebrew. You're not allowed to. Well, I did. So it doesn't matter if I'm not allowed to. I did it. Wah. So in the dream this morning, there was a natural disaster that was occurring. It could have involved floods or a storm of some kind. The details are disappearing the longer the day goes by without talking about it. And I was selected to go and try to fix the problem. And so I had to travel some distance to get to another location, and where I was going to be spending some time while the storm rages. And at that location was both Russell Marion and Jeffrey R. And we were not on the best of terms in the dream. Nonetheless, both of them were sick. Nelson was able to recover and get up and walk about, but Holland, I saw in my dream, blah! Hilarious. So yeah, that was it that I can remember. And so, yes, there is an interpretation, and you got to know and understand me and how I interpret things so that you would understand the correct interpretation and not say, well, sometimes barf is just barf.
I have faith that the Constitution will be saved as prophesied by Joseph Smith. But it will not be saved in Washington.
Travis went good, though. I made the pictures for this video and then was proceeding to make the video without having recorded it first. So excited. These are cool. So, Dallin H. Oaks got leaked by a Little Sister missionary back in 2020 as he exposed that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is responsible for Armageddon. Everything that is destroying our federal government, destroying the Constitution, destroying the world, exterminating mankind and all biological life. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is responsible for, and they're framing and blaming Jesus for it. The Danite plot I've been telling you about all these years. Confessed by Oaks. You know, if you're going to keep a secret combination a secret, you kind of need to keep it a secret and shut up. Nonetheless, comedy will ensue. Oh my God. I'm going to miss doing these once the church is utterly destroyed from the face of the earth. I won't have anything to do. So, PBS got canceled. And so, as a result, Mormons working for PBS and NPR here in Utah. And whenever I take the bus, I see a particular guy who goes to work weekday mornings who wears on occasion an NPR t-shirt. And so, yeah, there's Mormons who listen to NPR and PBS. You know, I was sat in front of the TV to watch Sesame Street, which is a PBS thing until HBO bought it out. But yeah, this means that the church's plan is going to be implemented upon them. and because I have to keep repeating everything in every single video, in the literal history Book of Mormon, we have the pattern for the second coming of Jesus in 3 Nephi chapter 7. It is awful that Mormons can't catch on that the Book of Mormon is not literal history. Nonetheless. Now behold, I will show unto you that they did not establish a king over the land, but in the same year, the 30th year, they did destroy upon the judgment seat, yea, did murder the chief judge of the land. The people were divided one against another, and they did separate one from another, and thus they did destroy the government of the land. And the regulations of the government were destroyed because of the secret combination of the friends and kindreds who murdered Joseph Smith and Hiram, his brother. So Trump is going to be assassinated in all this. This is what Oakes meant when he got leaked, saying that 2020 and 2021 was a test run. And so, how was Trump attempted to be assassinated during the test run? Yeah, COVID. Shanghai! The church was involved. Oakes got leaked. And the national divorce. Marjorie Taylor Greene, having some marital problems herself. National divorce. National divorce. And so yes, secret combinations. If we allow secret combinations, they will destroy the government of the land. Here we go. Church is the great secret combination. Brigham Young. And I did the video the other day going over how Brigham Young and Heber C. Kimball were exposed by Joseph Smith for preaching falsehoods on their missions in 1832. And I've previously done the videos, and a Mormon thought he would get me by demanding the documents. The church's own website. Brigham Young and Heber C. Kimball, after joining the church in April, immediately went back to their hometown to convert the Danites, of whom became missionaries, lying and denying about Joseph's church, for which in September and December he had to keep repeating, "Cut it out, missionaries. Stop lying about the church in the Book of Mormon." They wouldn't. They kept lying. And people began to be converted to the wrong religion, the wrong name. Still to this day, missionaries go out and lie, spreading tares of Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon. And there we have a doggy who's making a break for it. He's figured out how to start the car, and he's leaving on a jet plane with Delta now available in Salt Lake City to new locations around the world. See, he's not on the no-fly list. And then Brigham Young's own final solution for Mormons in section 119. Notice the date. Notice the date. Yep. Tithing, verses 5 and 6. All those who gather unto the land of Zion, Salt Lake City, shall be tithed of their surplus properties, and shall observe this law, or they shall not be found worthy to abide among you. Money equals worthiness in this church. Right there, I just read it to you, Mormons. You all know the Book of Mormon. You never read it because the church changed seminary in the 90s after 1993 on September 6th. As a result, it's all about spiritual witness feelings for you. You will not study your scriptures. So you don't know about the Zoramites anymore, who built synagogues and replaced the religion of the Jews with Christianity, the Great Spirit, Jesus, where money talks, BS walks. Which, that could also be the theme song, rather than Let's Start a Riot. Let's put them both, see what we come up with in the description below. Like and subscribe. I don't need you to like and subscribe. AI YouTube regulates my subscribers for me. I've got a whole bunch of ghost subscribers thanks to AI projections. Hilarious. And so, not only money talks, but you have to practice polygamy. My statutes and my judgments must be kept in Zion in order to be most holy, or Zion will not be a land for you. You will be deported if you are an apostate. If you are DEI, black, women, you have to be a trad wife. A whole long list that I made the other day. I don't have it in front of me. It's most likely put away in a box. It could be the one pink thing sticking out of that box. And so, yes, you have to pay. Those who leave the church are no longer paying the church. You get deported. And so undocumented, other religions, apostates, all y'all have to go. And so thus Trump is also deporting people. All part of the church's plot, because Oaks got leaked. And it was in the scriptures, and I've already exposed it all for you and gave you the warning voice in advance, so that you would not be deceived by false prophets. And you did anyway. Because you didn't listen, you didn't believe. It's not so funny anymore, is it? So Epstein is becoming nuclear. And so had to put it to rest. Washington State Journal. Exposed that Trump sent a birthday letter like back in 2003 or something, to Epstein that it contained a drawing of a nude woman. And used the word secrets. And so thus porn, and now everybody wants to see it. I'm just giving the people what they want. Oh man. So of course Trump sues. Oh, you! It's just a delay tactic. He's ordered Pam to release the documents, and so she's already submitted the release. But not a single Mormon MAGA, which it's all of them, in Congress are on the list of 10 who are not going to, or who are going to allow the release of the files. All Mormons are not wanting it released. That says a lot. Not just because the Huntsmans are involved. With the ties to the church. Hilarious. Hilarious. And in other news, so this is why the church has to assassinate Trump. Is because if Trump still is president, even if he hands over the kingdom to the church will only be able to ban porn in Utah. But Trump and many MAGA are big on child porn, not just porn. Even those that protest too much. And so the church can't have that. And are going to assassinate Trump over porn. So, in the coming day. In the coming day. If you don't want people laughing at you for it, Nelson, you shouldn't have said it at the pulpit of conference multiple times. So, what's going on around the whole world is that fascists are training for an upcoming race war. I warn you, you don't listen, you don't believe, and here it comes. And so the UK also is having issues with Russian assassins and spies. They're trying to purge them out. we've embraced them here in America and Utah. And finally, oh, we got two more stuff. We got flooding worldwide. Lots of places, not just Texas and Arizona and southern Utah and California even had some flooding. But yeah, we've got the East Coast also. But also Pakistan, South Korea, and others are experiencing flooding, dangerous flooding like in Texas. And so, yep, Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints, got leaked as responsible for all of it. Church is to blame. The extermination order repealed too prematurely, even though it was too broad. It needed to be focused on just the Mormon Danites, the true Mormons, who were the ones responsible. And finally, Governor Cox finally got the message from me. He is now teasing that he's going to create a state Medicaid. Now, the federal Medicaid is going to be destroyed. The regulations of Medicaid destroyed. Still not believing in the Book of Mormon yet, huh? And so yes, this is what Trump wants. Healthcare has to be privatized. All governments at the state level have to create their own agencies to run their state independent of the federal government. Federal government is being destroyed, gutted. So education, likewise, has to turn private into private companies so that only the rich will be able to be educated. And thus the rich, likewise, will only be able to afford health care. So at least Cox is now beginning to understand that he now has to become the president of Utah and start doing things independent of the federal government. As I've already told you yesterday, that ICE is now secretly planning to deport Mormons, according to Section 119. It's here. Money talks. BSY.